그래요? 트리스도 좋죠. 근데 성격 파탄자가 된 이유가 따로 있어요. 어쩔 수가 없어. 이게 아닌데.
Nothing here. Oh, got a signal. Signal's growing stronger. Can't be far now.
So, Jennifer found a volunteer to walk around with that.
우마짱.
Can we talk? I'm looking for Siri. Ashen hair, scar on her cheek. Seen her? How can I help you? You think universals exist as real and distinct entities, or only as mental constructs? So do I. So long.
Yes? What is it, Wolf?
I met with Emir.
Any crowned heads you haven't met?
A few. Hoping it stays that way.
Remember the first war with Nilfgaard? Battle of Sodden? The North, all of it, fought together. Temeria, Redania, Kedwin, Edan, and the mages were heroes. On the field first, then in ballads. Not much left of that world.
See you later, Vesemir. Getting warmer. Warmer. Hot.
Hold this.
There you are. Getting warmer. Warmer. Mounted witchering just never took off. There you are. Mounted witchering just never took off. There you are. Mounted witchering just never took off.
뭐 됐다.
Disturbance is coming from there. What's in these crates?
Dimeridium bombs. Lambert made them.
No wonder the megascope doesn't work. All right, gotta get him out of here.
I can do that. Rather you not make a mess of my shelves. Just keep an eye on Uma.
Yes, Uncle Vesemir.
Uncle Vesemir.
How goes it? Vesemir's not working you too hard, I hope.
Uma.
Thought so.
All done. You can go. Now, let's check your conditioned reflexes.
Thank you. Seems to be working now. What was it?
Dimeridium bombs. Lambert left them by the beds.
I suppose he had no idea they could interfere with my megascope?
You know, Lambert's not exactly an expert on megascopes, so...
Please. Lambert is mean, not stupid. Enough. Ready for this conversation?
Sure you want me here? Members of the Lodge don't let just anyone in on their secrets, or so I've heard.
Consider it a token of our trust. Now let's begin. And Geralt, behave, please.
Didn't
오케이.
you just say you trust me?
Stop twisting my words.
Kedmel Yennefer at Vengerberg. Gwynblade?
Kedmil and Severn.
Why have you summoned me?
We've come up against a curse. One we must lift. It was uttered in a dialect of Elder speech unfamiliar to me.
I see. The words of the curse?
Vafel Elaine, Kedmil Foli. Gledev Don Eptenid, Bondro Isne Iachus.
왜 그래?
Recognize the dialect?
Leith and Undod.
Meaning?
The so-called One speech, a forgotten language dating from before the migration.
완전 옛날
migration?
언어네.
Later, Geralt.
Take it you've heard the words before.
Yes, in legends. Of the kind that do not end happily.
Can you help us with the curse?
To a degree. Agnes de Glanville's incantation, combined with Elder's triangle, inverted, of course. They are your only possible recourse. But I cannot guarantee that even they will suffice.
Thank you, Severn. Vafel.
That does not conclude our conversation.
What is it?
The time of the white frost and white light is nigh.
And the world will perish amidst ice. I know Ithleen's prophecy.
I don't doubt you know it, but do you understand it? The Elder Blood can initiate the final age, the time of the end, or stop it. Remember this, Gwynblade, for you will be the one to determine if the seed bursts into flames.
어어. 내 손에 달렸다 이 말인가?
Any idea what she was talking about?
Ciri, of course.
Wish everyone would just leave her the hell alone.
Wouldn't count on it.
What was that about? The migration?
Good gods. Did they teach you no history here?
No. Vesemir figured sword work could be more useful on the path. Gonna answer me?
Naturally. One's never too old to learn. The Ensei and the NN elves were once one folk, the En Undod. Then came a cataclysm. No one knows its nature. The En Undod were forced to leave their world. They split along the way.
So if Uma's curse was uttered in this Leith and Undod,
Then it's old. Very, very old.
와우.
all in all, interesting conversation. What now?
All is ready. We should gather the others and begin. Listen, everyone. All is in place. We may begin. Lambert, prepare the apparatuses. Eskel, go.
Last I heard, my dear, I give the orders around here, not you.
I believe we made an agreement to seek to cure Uma my way.
I said we would help you, that's it. I don't know what you want to do with them, you haven't deigned to inform us, but it's not safe, is it? Just as I thought. Which is why I think we should first try another, less invasive method.
뭐 있어요?
What's this method?
Derives from folk traditions. I've used it many times. In 1211, to lift the curse that held the Swan of Povis, for instance. I'll take Uma into the mountains.
What then? Will you howl at the moon together?
A bit
고대
of
저주인데
respect.
그런 게
You're not talking to Geralt.
No,
될
we
것
will
같진
not
않은데.
howl at the moon. I'll lay him down on a gravestone. Come midnight, I'll give him tea made of hemlock harvested from... But I don't see that I need to explain this to you.
In my opinion,
I know your opinion, but I'm not asking anyone's permission. I'm saying what will happen. I'll be back at dawn, with Uma, or whoever hides inside him.
그걸로 저주가 풀리나?
Vesemir's gotten a bit grumpy in his old age.
That was nothing. Should have been here last winter when Lambert tried to convince him we ought to abandon Kaer Morhen for good.
What good's this old ruin
노망
anyway?
나셨나?
Moldy
아유.
walls, leaky
치매?
roof, and it's one big
어우.
fucking ice cube in the winter.
Vesemir didn't say a word. Stood, grabbed his sword, and slammed the door on
이거
his
약간
way out.
꼬장 수준인데?
Didn't come back for a month.
So, got the evening off. What do we do with it?
Vesemir mentioned some roof beams in the tower need replacing. Maybe we could see to that. Or we could have a drink.
Sounds a lot better than the beams.
Wouldn't mind a shot myself, or two.
Nothing I can do. Been outvoted. Let's go.
do as you will. But in a moment, Geralt and I must talk.
Ooh, sounds serious. Come on, Lambert. See you in a bit, Geralt.
Something not quite right?
No, nothing. I just wanted to take you aside, without cluing the others into what we're up to.
뭘 하려고요?
And what are we up to?
Sneaking upstairs to make love.
Oh, you don't exactly mince words.
I'm too old to play the blushing bride. Unless you ask nicely.
나 녹화할 준비가 안 되는데?
You can rejoin them afterwards, in an hour or two.
아씨,
Or three.
I'll hold you to that.
잠깐만. 잠깐만. 아직 녹화할 준비가 안 됐단 말이야. 이거 해상도 바꿔야 되는데? 아니, 예상치 못했어요. 아니. 잠깐만. 아니, 망했어, 이미. 옵션 바꿀 때를. 잠깐만. 와우, 맨. 와우. 녹화해야 되는데. 녹화 못해. 와우. 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 안 돼요. 나만 볼 거야. 걱정 마세요. 유튜브에 무삭제로 편집해서 올라갈 예정이니까. 뭐지? 깜짝이야. 갑자기 왜 늑대가 나오는 거지? 아니, 늑대가 이거, 노래가 왜 갑자기 겹쳤어. 와우!
Well, lovebirds decided to join us. Enjoy yourselves?
You heard the answer to that question, Lambert. Besides, not our business. Yen, we don't have glasses. You alright drinking from a mug?
I'd drink from an old boot tonight.
근데 둘 다 고자여서
Perhaps
그런
instead of
일은
getting cropped in deep glum, we could do some catching up.
What have you been up to, Lambert? Any interesting contracts before you set off in search of Carradine?
Yeah. Contract in Lan Exeter. Not to boast, but a pretty lucrative one.
Yeah. Kavir's were the golds to be made. Know how much they pay there for a drowner?
Shush, I'm talking now. So this giant was giving him trouble. Attacking convoys, dragging folk off into the swamps.
And relieving himself on the highway, rendering it dreadfully slippery. You've built enough suspense. Get to the point.
Fine. Turned out it wasn't a giant, just a fat forest troll, and a group of bandits were ambushing the convoys.
What did you do?
Killed the bandits to keep the roads safe. Then I killed the troll. Needed its head to collect the bounty.
트롤은 살려줄 수
Could
있는데.
have spared the troll.
To eat roots and sleep in roadside ditches? I needed the coin. And not a soul
troll
mourned that
귀여운데.
troll's passing.
Let's raise a mug to his memory. Least we can do.
유튜브 칼업댓이요? 아 귀찮아요. 너무 많아.
Where'd you go while you were away, Eskel?
Aldersburg. Hunted a higher vampire.
Oh ho ho. Dangerous horse sons, those.
Finicky, too.
아 그
Specimen
중요한
in
거요?
question only went for young women from the upper classes.
That's like me.
그거
We've
좀
no
다시 좀
interest in your
찍고 그래야
fantasies,
되는데.
Lambert. Whereas the vampire, even I'm curious to know how you managed.
My clan threw a masquerade ball for the city's notables to lure the vampire out of hiding. I was there too, disguised. Let me tell you, never had so much success with the ladies as I did that night.
Mixing work and romance? Bad idea. Vampire could have caught you with your pants down.
Suppose so. But you look the way I do, you gotta grab every chance you can get.
Maybe you should wear a mask permanently.
And maybe you should wear a gag.
What about the vampire?
I'd made a deal with this young alchemist. She really loaded up. Fish tech, vodka, magic mushrooms. Went out into the garden. Vampire found her and drank his fill. Fight was an afterthought.
A fairy tale on gluttony for modern times.
Alchemist come out of it all right?
Fine. Lost a bit of blood, I suppose. Hangover was the worst part. She drank nothing but pickle juice for the next month.
Eventful times for me recently. Kings, dragons, conspiracies. And then, I found Yen.
Yeah, we're thrilled for you. But why don't you tell us about Uma instead?
Long story. I was on Ciri's trail. Went to Velen, Skellige, Novigrad, where Dandelion needed saving again.
He get caught plowing somebody he shouldn't have been.
Right. Speaking of old friends,
Uh-oh.
how's Triss?
Fuck off, Lambert.
Whoa, hit a sore spot, I guess.
Lambert, not funny.
Fine. Conversation turned serious? Let's talk. Yen, what do you plan to do with Uma?
I said I'd tell you tomorrow.
So tell us now. It's after midnight.
I'll subject him to the trial of grasses, but only...
네.
Fucking what?
뭐야.
Mind your manners, Lambert.
Did you hear what?
Not gonna ask you again.
Sorry. Looking to turn him into a witcher?
Of course not. As I was about to say, I'll only apply the first half of the trial, because...
Because you want to watch him suffer?
Stop interrupting, or I will watch you suffer.
아유 감사합니다.
To restore Uma's former appearance, we must first... How do I explain it?
뭐
Imagine a
성형시킨다고?
lump of clay. In order to shape it, you must first moisten it, or it will crumble.
아
The trial's
성형시키는
initial
거네.
part does just that. It opens the body to change, so to speak. Only then can the mutagens produce a witcher.
What are the chances Uma will survive?
Not great, but we've no choice.
Unless Vesemir can do the trick with his hemlock.
Might be surprised. Old man knows his stuff.
It'll be the first trial in years, decades.
I knew you'd be wary.
Wary? That's not the problem.
Those secrets have been forgotten, and that's how they should stay.
I'd be the last to suggest you start producing hordes of witches.
You hardly need to. See, till now we had a great excuse not to take in apprentices. Seems we'll need to talk it over.
Maybe later. Who's up for another round?
Oh, I am. But we're all out of stuff to chew on. Geralt, mind raiding the kitchen?
Not at all.
Gentlemen, pleasure drinking with you. Lambert especially. But the hour is late. Don't stay up long. Tomorrow's an important day.
기대된다.
Didn't listen, did he?
They never do.
What are you talking about?
Sama
자야겠는데
Villa
얘네들.
contract Eskel got a while back. Good story.
Finish it in a minute. First, some more fuel.
저요? 안 졸려요.
Ooh, now that's a kick in the liver. What is it?
The Gauntlet. Equal parts spirit and white gull. What's that look about? Yen's gone to bed. Time for some serious drinking.
Damn straight. Pour us another. Bottoms up.
아, 그래서 저를 일부러 지금 재우시는 거 아니죠? 저 얼마나 마시는 거지? 카드.
How about a round of cards?
What?
아, 빨리. 그래, 돈 걸자.
Yeah.
Maybe I'd.
Compare your trousers. What's
무슨
with
옷
it?
벗기 겐트야. 아씨, 10장 더 필요하네. 나 잘못 눌렀어. 아니, 게롤트가 술에 취했나. 아, 설마 이기려고 하는 거야? 카드 엄청 꺼내시네. 끝났다. 아무리 내가 카드를 잘못 보고 봐도 넌 내가 이긴다. 아, 이겼다. 끝.
Good game, Geralt.
트리스 메리골드?
Eskel. He doesn't need any praise, just pour.
재미 좀 볼까?
Come on. Let's have some fun.
Are we boring you?
Oh, it's just kinda...
Slow. Pretty boy's right. Listen, there's this game student from Oxenford taught me.
Someone starts by saying, I've never, and finishing the sentence however they want.
오,
Who's ever done that
랜더
thing
게임.
downs the shot.
게롤트가 좋아하는 랜더.
Sounds great. You start.
I've never slept with a succubus.
아, 뭐였지? 이게 맞으면 마시는 거고 아니면 넘기는 건가? 맞나요? 내가 아까 글을 잘 못 읽어서 해봤지.
How about that? Expected Geralt might have.
와, 이 에스켈도 했다고?
Eskel. Still waters run deep.
I'm a sucker for women with horns.
와우.
Right, my turn. I've never, after a bender, woken up wearing nothing but my knickers.
나 나체로 깨있는 상태는 없었는데. 아니.
Oh, Lambert. Kaer Morhen's black sheep.
Wanna know the best part? They weren't even my knickers.
All right, Geralt, your turn. I've never...
피스택을 그래 한 적이 없지.
Taken fish tank.
어?
Eskel. Really?
피스택 해봤어?
Once, with that succubus.
Right. Men. Let's end on that. Or else I'll never be able to look you in the eyes again.
마약 같은 거요.
Colder than up an ice giant's ass in here. Gentlemen, I shall return. Gotta go drain the dragon.
You and Lambert get along?
In a way, I've learned not to talk to him about certain things.
Guessing that's quite a list.
It is.
Hello, youngins. Got your own little carnival going, eh?
뭐야
Alcohol,
무슨 모자야 저게?
is a witcher's worst enemy.
Where did you dig up that bonnet?
Vesemir's trunk. The height of fashion in 1112. Old man probably put it on when he went courting. Or in the jargon of the time, wooing the damsels. Men, a witcher's life is not all cards and liquor. It is toil. It is labor. No gurgling babes to wean for us. Nay, not for us.
All right, one Vesemir's enough. Take that off before you get it dirty. And pour.
Oh, I'll pour, Eskel. I'll pour. To the brim. Because without vodka, you're as stiff as a bookkeeper in a body cast.
So, what's this about a Samavilla?
Snared this peasant in her dance. Instead of being happy, he escaped with his life. Yokel fell head over heels in love. Wanted me to trap her. Turned him down. So he tried it on his own with a fishing net. Bet you they're still dancing a mazurka in some fallow field.
Great story. With a moral, too.
Really?
뭔
What's that?
모랄?
Stay away from dangerous women.
Will you ever lay off Yen?
Yeah, soon as I trust her.
You brave a fire for her. Whereas she plays you like a cheap fiddle. Way it's always been.
Listen to you two goddamn relationship experts. Neither of you's been with a sorceress.
For good reason.
Fine, leave pretty boy alone before he gets grumpy.
게롤트
Already
표정
has that pouty
귀여웠다.
look on his face. I can't stand it. Drink up, girl. To you and Yen. Happily ever after.